What's going on, guys? Today we have a Mindset Monday on a Thursday video, and it's about SMART goals. Not like intellectually smart goals, the actual SMART goals, SMART. And they're relevant to everything you do anytime, no matter if it's nutrition, health, work, life, anything. So let's just jump right into it. Okay. I have them here. I don't forget the exact order. Yeah, I know they're smart, but sometimes I'm not so smart. So I got to write it down. Now we have S, right? S for smart, specific, right? When you're making goals, you want to make them specific. A lot of us make these broad assumptions where we're like, I want to buy a house. Okay, that's great. You want to buy a house. But where do you want to buy a house? What's the price range you want to buy a house? How many bedrooms do you want to buy in that house? What color do you want that house? Does it have to have a driveway, a garage? These details matter. Same go with, let's say, your fitness journey. I want to lose weight. Great. Why do you want to lose weight? What kind of weight do you want to lose? Fat? Do you want to lose muscle? Do you want to lose all the weight? Do you want to get leaner? Do you want to have abs? Do you just want to feel healthier? So you see what I'm going at here? It's a little murky if you just state a general statement out there. Once you get specific, you can really hone to what you have to exactly do and what you're looking for. Remember we talked about envisioning what you want? This really helps you permanently envision what you want for that specific goal, making it easier to take the next steps to attain that goal. Because once you're locked in, laser focused on a specific goal and not something broad, then it's a lot easier, like I said, to take the steps necessary. Next, we have measurable. When we say measurable, it's like when, we ask you to weigh yourself. Why do we ask you to weigh yourself? To us, it doesn't matter that much. We more care about how you look, right? We've told you this. The number on the scale doesn't matter. But where it does matter is in your head, psychologically. And that's because a lot of people correlate the lower weight scale or higher weight scale to progress. And if you do not feel like you're making progress, like I said, back to the house analogy, right? We have a certain amount. We need $20,000 for a down payment. The measure of that goal is getting that $20,000 for that down payment. You are making progression towards that goal. So inside, in your head, you're like, okay, $1,000 this week, $2,000 next month, $3,000 the month after. I am making steps towards my goal. You're lowering your weight. You're making steps towards your goal. Or weights in the gym. That's another way. I'm making steps. I'm progressing towards my specific goals that are measurable. Now, the next SM, okay, next we have A, attainable. What does that mean? A lot of us, including myself, like to create unattainable goals. And that doesn't necessarily mean it's bad to set unattainable goals. It's just, it gives us that, it kind of like lies to ourselves, right? If I'm only making $5,000 a year and I want to be a billionaire next year, could it happen? Yeah. Is it likely to happen? Probably not. Will I get discouraged because it doesn't happen within my year? Yes. Guaranteed. Because I put it out there, 1 year, want to be a billionaire, didn't happen. Same thing with weight. Same thing with your progression. Same thing with your life. If you do not set attainable goals, plausible goals, not these, dreams. We can have dreams, but we have to have goals in between those dreams that give us that progression, that measurable progression, that specific progression towards attaining our goal. So it has to be attainable. So when you're setting your goals, you want to I like setting little goals between my big goals because it helps me measure a specific goal and I'm making progression and they're attainable. Let's say, back to the money. I want to make $1 billion. All right. I started at $5,000. Next year, I'm at 20. The year after that, I'm at 40, 100, so on and so on. I'm making progression. I'm making these micro goal steps. They're attainable, so it feels good. What's after attainable? Let's see. They're relevant. Relevant and attainable can be kind of mismatched. People think they're the same sometimes, but relevant just means depending where you are in your life or what you're doing. I like using this analogy a lot because, I'm a nutrition geek and blah, blah, blah. And food is what I do. So let's say you want to increase your protein intake, right? More relating to us because a lot of us have a hard time increasing our protein intake. Well, a good source of protein is a complete source, at least, is let's say, a steak, chicken, whatever. But you're a vegan, right? You do not touch meat. So you're not going to be like, I'm going to set crazy high protein goal and whatever it takes. And I'm going to eat whatever, Coach George or Coach Justin tell me. And we say chicken and you don't eat chicken, right? It's not relevant to your lifestyle. We're not going to set a goal and take away things that are relevant to your lifestyle, or you're not going to achieve a goal that's not relevant to your lifestyle. I am not going to set a goal to become a hairdresser because personally, you don't want me to be your hairdresser. It's not relevant to my skill set. It's not relevant to my just surroundings, what I do, my strengths and my weaknesses. It's a very big weakness. Okay. You don't want me cutting your hair. So I'm not going to set a goal of me becoming the world's best hairdresser because I don't even know how to cut hair. Okay. I can trim my beard about as much cutting of hair as I do. So make it relevant to your life, where you're at right now. For instance, can you make it to a gym? I'm going to set a goal where I'm going to go to the gym every single day. But I have no gym near me. I have no weights at my house. So how am I going to make that goal happen? It's not relevant to where I am at that moment. So make sure everything's relevant. And the last one, time measured. You need to have a time specific goal. So if you create a goal and all of a sudden that goal, for instance, it's out there, but you don't have it time based, you're most likely never going to achieve that goal. Why? Because you have no deadline. I know for me in school, I would not do anything until it was due. Why? Because I felt fine. I was like, I could do this whenever. But as soon as it was due, I knew I had to get my ass into gear and like grind that paper out. Same thing goes with your goals. If you don't have a time specific goal, it's going to be like, I'll get in shape. I'll buy that house someday down the road. And when it happens, it happens. No, if you set a year, let's say in a year, I need to get X, Y, and Z, and there is no negotiating with it. I need to get it. You will make and take the steps towards getting that goal within your deadline because deadlines are so important to everything we do. That's why we create these non negotiables because we have deadlines in our lives that we need to do. We need to get healthier. We need to, provide more income for our family. We need to move. We need to do something by specific date. When you're moving, you're not generally like, yeah, I'm going to move. I don't know when, but I'm going to move. No, you're like, next year I want to move. So what do? You start selling extra garbage in your house. You start saving more money. You start figuring out what you need in your new place, right? You don't just forget about it. You set a time so you can get ready and take the steps necessary to achieving that goal. So, guys, remember, smart. Keep your goals smart, and your goals will be a lot easier to attain. So, that is this week's mindset video, and I will see you guys next time.